I started beekeeping. I got interested in when I was a freshman at MSU way back when. I had a class in apiculture, that's the technical name for it, from this old professor who had been all around the world in India and stuff. It kind of inspired me to start. So I kept bees for a while, maybe 5 years way back then, and then it was just impractical because it was in my family farm. So then I stopped for a while, and this maybe last 7 or 8 years I've started it back up again. I'm kind of a minimalist. I like the bees do their own thing. Basically, they are a wild animal. They can take care of themselves in most instances, but you got to manage to give them enough room to expand. So that's what we did today. They're actually very good natured and easy to take care of, but the smoke kind of helps calm them down and interrupts their communication a little bit. Everything in a hive, you can even feel in this, it's stuck together. It's glued together with wax and propolis. And if it weighs, 60 pounds, it's kind of hard to get apart sometimes. So actually today I had to pry it apart and put a stick in there to keep it from going back and do that each corner, then I could lift it up. But I use like elbow length gloves, or just cloth gloves. When the bees are crawling over you, it's a little annoying and it gets you kind of distracted. And the same with a veil. I mean, bees could be crawling on your face and it would really make that big of a difference, but it's a lot nicer when it's not. So it's just like kind of like a door screen with a bug net underneath it, and you just put that on your head. In a beehive that's going pretty good, there's probably 60 to 80,000 bees. A pound of honey probably is 30 or 40 pounds of nectar, and how much nectar comes from a flower. It's just amazing what they do. Maybe one bee makes a teaspoon of honey in its lifetime or something. And they live for about 6 weeks, 8 weeks, except for the queen, which can live for 6 years. People kind of wonder why I don't get stung a lot more. Part of it is that I am a minimalist in keeping it. I don't go down into the brood chamber and tearing apart looking for the queen every time I look for the bees. So I kind of leave that part of the hive on its own. The other thing with bees is sudden noises, jerks, things like that get them ticked off. I mean, the whole hive can get ticked off. They communicate through pheromones. So when one bee is alarmed, it kind of spreads to the colony and they get all kind of excited. So you move real slow, and you work in kind of warm weather when the bees are working, and they're pretty gentle. I really would keep bees even if I didn't get honey, because the pollination they do is pretty amazing. If we raise pumpkins in our garden, and you can definitely tell the year you have bees, you have a lot more fruit in there from that. It's kind of a nice hobby. I'll probably do it forever. It's kind of fun.